Hey guys, so today I'm doing a full set Galaxy inspired. I will link all of the products that I've used below in the description box for you after. So I'm starting doing the prep using my cuticle tool, pushing all the cuticles back and removing any dead cuticle there off the nail plate. I'm then going in with my hand file. The file that I'm using is a 240 grit. Sometimes I prefer to use my 180, just depending kind of how I feel on the day. But any of those is fine. And dusting off the excess. And then going in with my cuticle nippers just to remove any of the dead cuticle there. Just to tidy them all up, and I'm repeating this on all of the nails. Shaping around the free edge just to tidy that all up and dusting off all the excess. I'm now going in with my nail tips. I am using my clear extra long stiletto tips and also my Glitterbels base glue to stick these on. And my client wanted to keep these as full length, so I did not have to change the length of these at all. I'm now going in with my Glitterbels glass slippers for my clear base. I've already applied my dehydrator and my acid-free primer first. So you just need a nice clear thin base here. I do this because a lot of my clients end up having a full redesign where I take my e-file and I file off all of the previous colour back down to this clear base to reapply. Also, I find that this helps as well if you're using certain neon colours or dark colours, so it can stop it from staining the nail plate. Because we don't want that, do we? So I'm going to do this on all of the nails. Then we get to the good stuff, the fun stuff we all want to see and do. Galaxy nails is literally one of my most favourite sets to do as well. A little bit partial to a Galaxy nail. So these are the colours I'm going to be using. This is Deep Amethyst. This is Lauren, one of our pre-mixed glitters. Galactic Smoke, one of our colour powders that's sparkly. Carbon Black. Blue Velvet, one of my favourites. Love this. Look at the lid. Smoky Hollow, another pre-mixed glitter powder. And I'm using some random flakes and pigment too, and also my soft white core powder and some random little stars. So I'm going to start with my Glitterbels Blue Velvet powder. I'm going to apply a nice thin layer of this over the whole nail first. When applying a full colour, I always start there and I work my way back up towards the cuticle. I love Blue Velvet so much. I always thin out that top edge there so it makes it easier for your next bead to smooth over it. Just medium-sized beads and dragging down. I'm going over this now with the Galactic Smoke colour that I showed you, just to darken up this nail, and also I do really think it gives it a very Galaxy vibe because of the sparkle it's got in it. Absolutely love this. And while it's still wet, that's when I'm going to be adding my stars onto it, just picking them up with my clean brush and placing them on where I want them while the powder is still wet, so they'll dry to it and attach nicely, just like that. I'm going in on this nail now with a very thin layer first of my soft white, which looks completely pointless, but it's not, you'll see. This is going to be more of like a kind of dark opal design nail. So I'm going in with Carbon Black, very small beads and very wet, pushing it around and placing it where I want. I want this to be completely, you know, not perfect, uneven, no straight lines. I find this so fun to do. And then I'm also picking up the Deep Amethyst and also the Blue Velvet as well while I'm doing this in different areas. and slightly also overlapping areas as well. You can do this however you like. As you can see, some of the beads that I'm using are teeny tiny because I want to keep it nice and thin. Going in with deep amethyst here at the cuticle because I want that to be particularly a bit darker, a bit more depth, you know. I'm going over a bit more of the carbon black here now because I just want to darken it up that little bit more. And I repeat this until I am happy. Also, I'm quite picky, so that's why I'm just going to keep going. I'm now going in with the smoky hollow glitter up at the cuticle and just dragging it down. I'm dragging it more down one side to the left. I also added a little bit of Lauren into that as well, so now I'm using the pigments that I showed you. I just literally go into my monomer, dry out the brush a lot, and then just dip in gently into the pigment and place it just in certain areas, and also the flakes and little bits of the Lauren powder and also the smoky hollow. And now I'm adding 2 areas of the soft white to kind of mute a couple of areas to give it that more opal look. Kind of like a bit misted. So I'm going to repeat that whole nail again on this little baby nail. So again, in with the darker powders first. And also blue velvet and the deep amethyst. Smoky hollow. Just tapping and dragging it. The pigment. And the flakes. And Lauren. A little bit more of the black. Just to darken up certain areas if you'd like to. And again, the soft white. So coming onto the thumb, I'm going to start with blue velvet on the very tip, thin out that top edge, and then drag down the rest of the powder. And then in with deep amethyst. I'm not doing this overly perfectly as well because you'll see why in a moment. I am going to cover up a lot of it, so I thought there's no point in perfecting an ombre here because you ain't gonna see it by the time I finish. So, you know, this is kind of more of a colour wash. And again, the deep amethyst up at the cuticle. Making sure it's nice and neat at the cuticle and not touching the skin. I'm now adding the flakes diagonally across the nail, hence why you don't see the ombre anymore. And then I just added teeny tiny beads of smoky hollow and a little bit of Lauren as well to galaxy it up, as you do. And then I thought, why not put a couple of the stars in there? So there we have that, guys. What do you think? Do you like? I loved doing these so much. So now I'm going to go ahead and cap those in my Glitterbels glass slippers. Applying my first bead up at the cuticle and dragging down. Trying to build my apex in there. So just gently touching and dragging down without dragging the whole lot off. And again, I'm going to repeat this on all of the nails. Sometimes I do this in 1 bead, but other times I end up doing it in 2, mainly due to the length of the nails. I find that sometimes when they are full length like this, sometimes I do need 2 beads for the proper coverage that I need. And dragging down. So I'm repeating this on all of the nails. Going in with my second bead, which I did have to do as well on quite a few of the other nails. It was just the pinky that I ended up being able to do in one go, because it's little, so you know. I'm now going in with my e-file and I'm starting around the cuticle area first to tidy that up, and then down to the side walls and over the rest of the nail to smooth that out and debulk it before I go in with my hand file. And repeat that on all of the nails, around the cuticle first, down one side, across the center and down the other side. Going in now with my hand file, tidying up the side walls, and then after that I'll be going over the rest of the nail, making sure not to file away your apex that you have built. Making them nice and sharp. We all love a nice sharp stiletto. And over the rest of the nail. And into that cuticle area. So it's nice and tidy. I'm now going in with my Glitterbels No Wipe top coat, and I'm going to cure these for 60 seconds in my Glitterbels lamp. Isn't this just everybody's favourite part when you're doing nails though? Top coating is life. Hence why I'm taking such a long time to top coat this nail. I just really enjoy it. Plus I like to wiggle them for a bit after as well, so I can just take in the shiny. And repeat this on all of the nails. Also, out of interest, if you could leave me a comment, let me know which design is your favourite from this set. Is it the one with the stars? Is it the more kind of dark opal nail? Or is it the Lone Ranger thumb? I would like to know. And also, if there's any other videos that you are interested in seeing, please let me know. I really did love this thumb, but I think my favourite has to be personally the dark opal one. So there we have it, guys. And then I'm going into my Glitterbels lamp and I'm curing this for 60 seconds. I'm now applying my cuticle oil, Glitterbels cuticle oil. Around and up, get it in everywhere. So that's the before, guys, and this is the after. So thank you very much for watching, and please let me know in the comments what you think, and I will link you everything that I have used. Thanks guys, bye.